Since the release of Stain's Mastery, a lot of people have been wondering how to play this character effectively. He is the most advanced character in the game and does require the user to actually have knowledge of the mechanics and not uppercut spam forward curdle. But does this make him a bad character? Not at all. So today, I'm going to show you how to really play Mastery Stain in Heroes Battlegrounds. So to start, let's look at his M1s because they actually do have something unique, finally. He has 6 different M1 variations. You have the base sword that you start off with, the fist that you unlock after katana throw, brass knuckles after getting a finisher with uppercut or headbutt, knuckles plus knife that requires you to get the dagger finisher and a headbutt or uppercut finisher, and sword plus knife which requires you to pick up your sword after getting the dagger finisher. All of these M1 variations have different damage outputs, the highest being the brass knuckles and knife doing 26%. It really depends on the situation since you're not always going to get the brass knuckles and knife, but definitely try to get the sword plus knife since it's a good alternative. Alright, time for the passive. The passive is a black flash that sends the enemy flying while giving the katana back to the user if they use katana throw. It activates on the 4th normal M1, not uppercut or down slam, and it does 12%. Really the only use I found for this is to use it after doing a little unescapable combo so you can do a significant amount of damage to someone. Now let's take a look at his moves. He has 2 movesets, but let's look at the first one. Shadow Rush is a move that has 2 variants. One is a long poke that follows up with a stab, and the other is 2 slashes in the air. The grounded variant isn't combo extendable since the follow-up just ragdolls, but you can somewhat use Whirlwind Pierce after doing the poke. You just have to wait a little bit before activating Whirlwind, but it does not give the curdle debuff unfortunately. The first part does put them right in front of you, and they are ragdoll long enough for a down slam, so do that. The follow-up is the part that's the actual finisher, and it can be reserved for a bit before going away. The actual poke is blockable, but the follow-up isn't, so be careful when doing the poke because if you get blocked in the beginning, you're gonna get anal dumping, so watch out. It's best to really use this after M1ing, to be honest. The air variant is pretty different from the normal one. The first slash is blockable, but the second slash is unblockable, and you can aim where you slash, so if the opponent is slow, you can hit them with the second slash. And if they're standing still, then it will keep them still, allowing you to start comboing. But it does fling them away if you hit while ragdolled or after doing M1, so be wary of that. Really use this as a combo starter since it doesn't fling them away and sets up a combo really easily. Katana throws where you throw your katana because like, I mean bro, who needs that shit? Like actually, fuck out of here. It unlocks a second moveset, but we'll look at that later since it really deserves more time. But back to katana throw, it's a ranged move that does have drop off and allows you to pick it back up in order to get the sword moveset back. It does stun the enemy enough for you to forward dash right after hitting them. If you hit someone with the katana, you're able to get it back by doing the 4th M1. But if they're low and they have the sword 18 inches inside of them, you have to do the 4th M1 in order to completely finish them off. It doesn't reset your M1s after doing 3 M1s and activating this move, but if you slow M1 after throwing the katana, you're able to do 1 more M1 before getting the sword back. So take it slow when you hit someone with this up front. 1,000,000 slashes is a move that does a quick slash and does a small AoE of slashes that goes around the player. It's similar to 1,000 slashes since it gives you 2 more M1s, but unlike 1,000 slashes, it does not combo extend on ragdoll since it flings them away. It is unblockable in the beginning slash, but not the AoE slashes until at the end, so use this to get someone's fat ass off the F key. Best to really just combo extend off of 3 M1s or catch someone off guard since you can go back a bit before doing the slash. Whirlwind Pierce is a dagger slash that gives the testicular torsion effect to your enemies, much similar to Curdle Pierce. But unlike Curdle Pierce, this move has no hyper armor in the beginning. There's only hyper armor when the knife is falling down, so about right here. And it does not give the Curdle debuff when hitting on wake up, but it does do a little bit more damage. You can use this as a combo ender if you're lucky enough as a combo extender with the Curdle debuff. It really is depending on the situation and who you fight, but in general, just use this as a combo ender after Shadow Rush or after the uppercut, which I'll talk about later. Or if you're lucky, Curdle debuff them and continue a combo or something, I don't know. Now we're on to the second moveset, which is unlocked after throwing your katana. It's melee based, so almost every move hits when they're right in front of you. Uppercut is the move where you do a Shoryuken and send your enemy flying. It's unblockable, but does have a pretty long startup, so be careful when raw dogging it. You have to double tap this move to send them flying, since pressing it once will stun them just for a little bit. You can also use Whirlwind Slash with this, since right after the move ends, you can side dash and possibly hit them. It's not always guaranteed, but it's good to do since there's really no other use for Whirlwind. Now this move does look like a combo ender, but you can extend it with the next move. Dagger Cascade is a range move that shoots daggers in a shotgun formation. It also has a follow-up that throws 3 daggers. They are blockable, so yeah. You can inflict a poison debuff that takes some health off the enemy by hitting all 5 daggers when someone's ragdolled. And it also has a visual and a sound cue that's literally the fairy transformation sound from that one game. But the main thing about this move is that you can combo extend with this by spamming the fuck out of it right before get up. You can use it right after uppercut if you side dash and go right in front of your enemy and spam this move for an M1 reset. It also does continues your M1s when you do an M1 chain like this, so use it after doing 3 M1s for some quick unescapable damage. Headbutt is a fast move that does a quick headbutt and ragdolls the enemy. It's blockable but can be hit after down slam or uppercutting if you immediately use it or time it right. It's really used as a setup for uppercut or dagger cascade, so yeah. And that's Mastery Stain. Damn, he has a lot of shit. This character is definitely for more advanced players since it does require you to know the mechanics of the game in order to use it effectively. Anyways, like, you know, time for rank, whatever.
Oh, that stroke feel good. That stroke feel good, kid? Yo, be honest with me. Tell me the truth, my nigga. Have you ever been fucked this good?
No, kid.
You have never been fucked